Hello, my name is Alessio Bernardelli and I am the Science Field Development Officer here at NGfL Cymru. I am delighted today to introduce you to our competition, Learning Science by Blogging. I'm going to show you how to enter this competition and what you need to do to make sure you have the best chance at winning the competition. So go to the website kidblog.org/NGfL Cymru 2. Here, open the Learn Science by Blogging to check out the information about this competition. In particular, I want to draw your attention onto the categories that you need to develop in your blog posts when you are participating to this competition. First category is: how have NGfL Cymru resources helped you to learn and revise science topics? The second is the science in video games and mobile devices apps, and how learners and educators can use them to improve science teaching and learning. Third category is useful ways or tips to revise science topics for your examinations. Well, this is quite self-explanatory, but if you want to think about some ways that some pupils have found interesting and useful, maybe you can think about podcasts, writing rhymes, writing raps or songs, and so on. Be imaginative and use your creativity to think about useful and interesting ways to revise about your exams. And the fourth category is: how do you learn science? By models, analogies, demonstrations, for example. Show us what you've got. Well, basically, what we want you to do here is to think about those type of demonstrations, those models or analogies that either you or your teacher came up with to explain a particularly difficult concept in science, and try to explain it in your own words and maybe reproduce it on your blog, maybe via video or something that will help others also to understand and improve their understanding of science, of that particular scientific topic. So those are the 4 categories you'll be assessed on, and the success criteria for you, basically the criteria against which you will be judged in this competition as a blogger, are the quality of scientific understanding that you show in your blog posts, the ability to explain scientific concepts in a clear and simple way, and the quality of written communication, the creativity and innovation about your blog posts, and also, very importantly, the involvement of you as a blogger on this competition. So, in other words, how frequently do you blog about science, and in those 4 categories, and how often do you post comments on other people's blogs, and how active you have been in our competition. There will be very good prizes for the top 3 bloggers that will be selected by a judging panel, and for their moderators as well. So how can you take part into this competition? Well, it's very easy. All you need to do is asking one of your teachers to become a moderator for your class or for your school, and then ask them to send an email to this email address: alessio.bernardelli@ngfl-cymru.org.uk, and tell them to put Learning Science by Blogging in the subject of the email, and then send the details of himself and the school so we can set up your own blog within our Kid blog domain. After that, your teacher will be managing the blog site for you, and it will be able to moderate your comments, moderate comments that come on blogs that you have written, and also to moderate the blogs that you write. You will probably have received a username and a password from your teacher. So go to kidblog.org and insert your username, which in this case is Lucas181, and your password to log in and enter into your school blog. These are the two things that you will see in your school blog. You can write a new post by simply adding the title and adding the text of your blog post in the text editor. You can also add images by clicking on that little icon and selecting the URL address of an image, or just uploading an image from your computer by clicking on From Computer and selecting an image from one of your folders. You can likewise add a video, and in a similar way you can enter the URL address from a YouTube video, for example, if you have uploaded something on YouTube, or if you have seen something that is quite interesting that you want to share and you think is useful to express your point. Or you can also create it and upload it from your computer, like the photo. Other things that you can add is an audio file by clicking on that icon, or a media file, which could be, for example, a PowerPoint presentation, a Word document, or anything that sits in your computer and you think is of use. When you're ready, you can preview your blog post and see whether you're happy with the layout and what you have written and what it will look like to the rest of the world. Just click on Submit for Review, and then your teacher, who's acting as your moderator, will be receiving an email telling them that a new blog post has been posted and that they need to moderate it. Once they moderate the blog post, your blog post will be visible for everybody to see. So thank you for listening to this short video tutorial, and I hope that you will take part in this competition actively. You will have great fun in doing so, and that you will write the best blogs so you can win a really good prize. Thank you and goodbye from NGfL Cymru.